Hey, happy Friday to you. Welcome back to the Friday Funnies. Well, we've reached the end of the first quarter of 2025, and so far, so good. The country's still open. Eggs are starting to come down in price. Vice President Vance and his wife are heading to Greenland to look for a nice house and to boost the Greenland economy by buying lots of t-shirts to bring home. So far, no tariffs. Back in Washington, D.C., a meeting regarding secret military plans was held on a not secure text line. This was a mistake, and the Pentagon stated that in the future, secret meetings would be held on X. And baseball season is underway as the boys this summer get ready to make millions of dollars for playing a game. I think baseball needs to be pepped up with the inclusion of wild dogs in the outfield, potholes along the baseline, and exploding baseballs. That's America's game. And next week, we will be celebrating April Fool's Day by playing pranks. My favorite is filling a whoopee cushion with gravy for a realistic experience. And now, here's the news. In the UK, a police helicopter with thermal technology noticed a house that stood out as being very hot. They figured it must be an indoor cannabis farm raising all the heat from those grow lights that are needed. So they just burst in the door to make a bust. What they found was Barry, who is 80 years old, and Mavis, 78, Barry and Mavis Lovelock having their breakfast. The police rampaged through the senior's home looking for drugs, but found none. The heat apparently came from the two gas fireplaces that the couple keep on 24/7 when it gets cold. They're old people who like a warm house. The police apologized to the couple and promised it would never happen again. The Lovelocks say they were traumatized, but now they have an idea for extra money. They're going to grow cannabis because the police wouldn't dare come back. Funnies contributor Alan Weinberg found this week's Dumbass of the Week. As a former frequent flyer, I always made sure that I had my ticket and ID when I got on the plane, so you would assume that pilots who are ultra-frequent flyers would check on all their stuff too. But that's not what happened on a United flight from Los Angeles to Shanghai, China. About 2 hours into the flight, one of the pilots discovered he forgot his passport, which would be kind of important when he got to China. The flight was over the ocean when it turned around and headed to San Francisco to get a pilot with a passport. The pilot creating the mess was not named, but that doesn't stop us from naming him as our Dumbass of the Week. Funnies fan Kelly Verla alerted me to this story, which has to be pictured in your mind as it unravels. Imagine you're flying out of Dallas DFW Airport in Terminal D. You're in line to check in at the gate, when out of nowhere comes a woman running down the concourse, yelling and screaming at no one in particular. She was swearing and she said, "I speak all languages." But of course she just said it in English. No one was really afraid of this woman because she was unarmed, completely unarmed. She was naked, completely naked. My first question was, where does she keep her boarding pass? But back to you. You're in line, heading home, exhausted after a rough week, when along comes a screaming naked lady. Hey, the weekend's looking up. Hey, that's all I have for you this week, my friends. Thank you for joining me. There will be no Friday Funnies next week. I will be off on an adventure, which I will tell you all about when I return. In the meantime, please listen to my podcast, Another Day Above Ground. Tell your friends about our show, and I'll see you back here in 2 weeks.